We laugh. Oh, I think we laugh, boys. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. How you guys doing today? All right. Let's see what we got today. All right, guys. Uh, let's see here real quick. Share screen before we get started. Where is the share screen? There we go. I'd like, guys, I am in a competition for Mr. Health and Fitness. I would really appreciate you guys if you could vote for me. It is free. You get one free daily vote. You could pay more if you want to, but you don't have to, guys. But if you can do a free daily vote to help a brother out, that would be amazing. It would help me out so much. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys if you could vote and all that stuff. I put the link on the tab, and it's also going to be in the description down below. So if you can help me out with that, that would be amazing, guys. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And let's get on with the show. Uh, so what's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Anybody new? Anybody fresh to Amazon delivery? Anybody a fresh Amazon delivery driver? Anybody got any questions? If you do, let me know and I'll answer it for you. If I don't know it, then I'll try my best to help you guys out. One more time, real quick, guys. If you're just joining in, if you can vote for your brother, definitely want to win first place. The vote is free. The link is in the description, and it's also on top of the comment section. So, anyways, back to the show. So, new delivery drivers. So, the hiring process, guys, is pretty simple. Usually, how it works now, it's kind of changing. It's changed from what it was before. Now they do like hiring events, so people actually go inside to the facility. They meet with different DSPs. Usually, you'll meet with one DSP, and usually, depending on the DSP, you get hired immediately, or you'll get hired later on. So or maybe they'll call you later on in the day and get hired on. And then the hiring process is basically driver's license, your location, like zip code, and then your email and phone number. And then they get everything started from there. And then you'll, uh, how is it real quick? Get you set up with the drug test. Usually, Amazon does allow the smoking of marijuana unless you're driving the step bands. If you're driving the step bands, you can do marijuana, but you can smoke uh, MJ, Mary J, right? It's allowed now. It doesn't matter what state you're in, it is allowed. So you can get hired even if you smoke. Now, if you're doing something more hardcore, that's another question. I mean, that's a big different story. You cannot get hired on with that if you're doing something more hardcore. But other than that, marijuana is fine. Uh, okay, so you applied, you went to the interview, they hired you, uh, you went to a drug test, you passed that. After that is basically just making sure you sign into Amazon Flex app. You put on your information, your driver's license, and all that information. They're gonna do a background check. The background check is usually done through the app. The app is gonna take, just depends. Sometimes the app does mess up a lot, and you take a picture of your driver's license, and then it says not recognized for like a day, maybe 2 days, just depends, right? So it doesn't recognize the driver's license, and then you have to redo it. But once it goes through that, it's going to start your background check. Once your background check is passed, usually within a span of, could be 24 hours, could be 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is, could be a week, sometimes a little bit longer, just depends. The more you move around states by state, the longer it takes. Can you get hired if you have felonies? Probably not. If you have speeding tickets, I'm pretty sure you can. Just depends on how many speeding tickets you have. If you have a whole bunch of DSP, might not want it. But if you have like one or two, and you pay them off or whatever, or you take them off your record, it should be fine. Okay. But just know that if you have speeding tickets, you can still get hired. What else? You have to be 21 years old to get hired. You can't be younger than that. I don't know why, but it's what it is. Uh, After you get hired on, you pretty much go to class. Don't. A lot of people ask me, "Where are the answers for the tests, whatever?" I don't know the answers, guys. Don't ask me. Don't message me about the answers. I can't help you with that. But yeah, you'll go to class. You'll watch videos, and then you'll be answering questions off the videos. Usually it's questions like off the videos about safety stuff. So whatever you watch in the video, make sure you pay attention, you answer the question from there. All right. And it's 3 days now, right now. It changes from time to time. Sometimes it's 2 days, sometimes it's 3 days, sometimes even 4 days. But right now, from what I know, it's only 3 days long. And then that's all you're doing all 3 days, basically watching a video, answering questions, watching a video, answering questions all day long. Depending on how fast you are, how fast you work, you might be able to finish early and they might let you go home a little bit earlier. So instead of being there from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, you might be there from 8 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. And no, I don't think all DSPs pay you for your full day. So if you only work or if you're only in training from 8 to 11, you only get paid from 8 to 11, not from 8 to 5, even if you finish early. Once you pass the test, you go do a driving test behind the wheel. Basically, you'll go get in the van, go through some cones, back up through some cones, and you're done. That's the test, okay? From there, you pass everything. You go to either your DSP has an orientation or they don't. It just depends on DSP. Uh, they have orientation, cool. If they don't, you just probably get into the driver's seat and start driving. Some DSPs do have ride-alongs. A lot of DSPs don't have ride-alongs. So your first day, you might be riding with somebody, or you might not be riding with somebody. So good luck on that. Not really easy to tell who does that. You might have to ask the DSP you're working with. Okay. So you ask the DSP you're working with, hey, do you have ride-alongs? A ride-along is when you sit along with somebody. They might say yes, they might say no. It just depends. From there, you're just off on your own, basically. You should have a dispatch to be able to call all day long on everything you need. So like if you forgot how to scan something, or you forgot what kind of fuel goes in the van, or you forgot what type of delivery you should mark it as, front door, front porch, back porch, delivery to household member, whatever it is, that's good. You can call your dispatch. Your dispatch should be able to answer every question because they have been drivers before and they should know everything of everything. So if they weren't a driver before, then it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to explain. But yes, your dispatcher should be able to answer any question you have while you're on the road. Okay. How many packages do people get even starting off? Most people do start off with nursery routes. Nursery routes are basically starting off with the 60% and then working your way up to 100% within the span of two 2 weeks, right? So you're working your way up to a full route within a span of 2 weeks. Some DSPs might not have it, to be honest. They're not might not have it, so you might start off right off the bat with standard routes, so 100% routes. So it just depends on where you are and what they got going on. uh what's harder when delivering, city or country? City might be a little bit harder because there's nowhere to park half the time. You have to go upstairs. Apartments get confusing. You don't know where to go. You've never been to a location. Apartments are probably the hardest part of delivering. You can ask any delivery driver. You can ask FedEx. You can ask UPS. You can ask any Amazon. Apartments are probably the worst thing. Countryside, the only thing about the country that's hard is probably the roads are bad. It's muddy when it rains. There are a lot of dogs, a lot more dogs than in the city. So there are a lot of dogs in the country. So be careful, guys. I always tell drivers that if you are going to be if you are going to a house in the middle of nowhere, like the countryside, always make some type of noise. Always make your presence known, because if you don't make your presence known, if you're in Texas, people don't like people trespassing, so they do have guns. So be careful. And B, if you don't make your presence known, you might go to the front door, deliver your package, and you turn around. There's like three German shepherds behind you, right? So always make some type of noise when you get to a house in the countryside. That way, people know that Amazon's here to deliver a package, and B, if there are dogs, I'd rather you guys find out that there are dogs while you're in the van than while you're not in the van. Because if you find out there are dogs while you're at the front door, you somehow have to make it to that van before the dog catches you or bites you or something. And I've seen some pretty bad bites, and I can't show them here because it's YouTube, you know. So always be careful while delivering. For country routes, restrooms, ladies, is a lot harder for the ladies to go to the restrooms because, you know, you might have to pop a squat or whatever. But for guys, it's a little bit easier. Uh, but yeah, when I tell the drivers, hey, when you get to your very first stop, it doesn't matter where you are. Always look up the closest, either fast food or like grocery store, because 7-Elevens usually are pretty gross and they're like out of order half the time. So look up like a Jack in the Box, a McDonald's, a restaurant. What else can you look up? Walmart, Target, whatever, right? And then that way you get the slightest urge of going, go. Start heading to the restroom, because if you wait till you like about to explode, it's gonna be a lot harder for you. What else? At night, it can get very dark at night in the countryside, and that can be very, very scary. All right. Right now with the daylight saving stuff, I don't know if people, it's everywhere, but it used to get dark around here in Dallas, Texas. It used to get dark around with the daylight savings around like 4, 5. No, I say 5, 6, right? And people were still out there delivering it. And the people in the countryside apparently don't believe in lights. So it's a lot easier for you if you make sure you're a fast worker, you're moving fast, and you're doing what you need to do and get it done before it gets too dark and too late. Because trust me, it gets very scary, very, very dark at night in the countryside when you're delivering. Okay, you can't see anything at all. In the city, it's a lot easier because there's lights everywhere, and also there's restrooms everywhere. The only hard thing about the city is, like I said, parking. There's nowhere to park. There's nowhere. It's hard to park. People don't want to let you in. They'll cut you off. All this other stuff, right? The apartments, you don't know where they are. You don't know how they're numbered. You go into one building and it gets to 459, and you're actually looking for 503. Oh, 503 is in the other building. Oh man, now you have to walk all those packages back down and go to the other building, right? uh is it hard to navigate the Flex app? The Flex app is not hard to navigate at all. Sometimes it's annoying because you get some things wrong, but you'll get used to it. The app is not perfect, but it is not the worst thing in the world. It tells you step by step. Basically, you can't deliver the wrong package. If you deliver the wrong package, that was probably mostly you, because you can't scan the wrong package. So if it's the right package, you go boop. If it's the wrong package, you go and you just have to get the right package. Uh, what else for newbies? Try and give you guys all the options. Cities, apartments are the worst, also because some apartments don't have elevators, so you have to go all the way up. Let's say you're carrying dog food, right? Dog food, waters are probably the heaviest thing that you have to carry. 60 pounds or less. That's the good thing I like about Amazon. Amazon doesn't uh you don't have to deliver packages that are like 80 pounds, 90 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds. You only have to 60 or less, and usually half the time you don't get that many heavy packages. You might get it like once a week, twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, but other than that, nothing too crazy. You do get dolly sometimes. It also depends on how good your DSP is with that. The vans kind of suck a lot because sometimes they're like wore down and stuff, but that's nothing your DSP can really do. They have to fix them, of course, but Amazon's the one that tells basically, hey, you're going to use these vans, and you have no other say in it. I'm pretty sure most DSPs, if they could pick a different brand or something like that instead of Mercedes or the Fords, they would. But or if they wanted all Rams, they would. It's just Amazon has to, let's say, in that pick, I guess you could say. uh what else? That's a lot of information, right? For newbies. Uh, dang, I wish I had like a Flex app. I can't use Flex app to show you guys, but yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, guys. Definitely will answer your questions. But I do want to share some videos with y'all and have a good laugh with you guys. Let's see what they have to say here. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't yet. I'm gonna try to do more lives and stuff like that, so I can answer questions while you guys are here. I don't. It's been very. I've been very busy lately. Been trying to do a lot more things. Where is this? There it is. And let's see. Share screen. Share audio. There we go. And let's watch this video together. Let's see what it's all about. All right. We'll do. Dang it. This one. This one's fine. No, we'll do this one. There we go.
Sadly, an Amazon delivery person sends a package flying.
Please don't do that. When you're working, guys, that can get you fired by Amazon very quickly. A customer can report it, and obviously there's cameras everywhere. So, guys, yes, there are cameras everywhere. So don't do something you wouldn't want somebody to do to your package. I know you can get frustrated, you can get annoyed, you have so many packages, and yeah, but don't throw the packages, guys. Always walk them to the front door. It's always smart to follow the customer notes if it's reasonable. Okay, that's what I always say. If it's reasonable, do it. If it's not reasonable, don't do it. Like if they're telling you to do a backflip or something like that, don't do that. But if they're telling you to, hey, deliver my package to the side of garage or whatever, right? And that's what they wanted. That's what the notes say. Do it. I wouldn't really trust calling the customer. For example, like let's say you made it to a apartment complex, right? And it's not in a good neighborhood. It's like a bad neighborhood. Instead of so take the package to the front door. If you feel like it's gonna get stolen, you have the option of bringing the package back, right? You have to attempt the delivery at least twice. So you can take it back with you if you feel like it's gonna get stolen, but you have to reattempt the delivery again later. So what I would do is, hey, I put the package there, I knock on the door. If the customer comes out, or cool. If they don't come out and you feel it's gonna get stolen, you can mark it as no safe location and bring it back to your van and attempt the delivery again later. I would try it like an hour or two later, or at the end of the route. It just depends on you. Just don't do it like 5 minutes afterwards because it's not gonna work. But attempt it like an hour, 2 hours at the end of your route, and then again, if you feel like it's gonna get stolen, knock on the door or call a customer. But the thing is about calling the customer when it comes to that little situation, and there's no notes on the Flex app, is that if it does get stolen, even if you call them and ask them, hey, do you want me to leave the package here? Uh, and you feel like it gets stolen, like people walking around, sitting outside, if it gets stolen, it still counts against you. And then the customer could be like, hey, I never told them to leave the package. You know, some people are like that for some reason. I don't know why. That's why people always want you to take a picture. So if you're gonna leave it front door, front porch, okay, always take that picture because it shows proof that you guys delivered it and it covers you somewhat. If it gets stolen, it still counts against you. I'm not sure why, but it does. So when you deliver a package, try to hide it. Yes, you can deliver a package to the front door at apartments if you feel safe to do so. So if you feel like it's safe, leave it. If you don't feel like it's not safe, take it back. It still counts against you. Like I said, I don't know why, like bringing a package back, but it's better for it not to get stolen, right? Cool. But yes, you can still drop it off. So if there's no notes, you can definitely leave it at the front door if you feel safe with doing so.
Through the air, and this is not the first time. CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy live in DeKalb County tonight getting results.
Yeah.
Visible, and the distance in shops online.
I have a 2-year-old and I'm a 911 operator.
Ooh.
So we work really long hours. It's not a lot of time for me, like I said, to go to the stores. And
her house was broken into, so she got a doorbell camera and it
She
caught
mad.
someone else acting recklessly.
this particular one kind of caught my eye. Just place a delivery.
Kanika says she got
All right, guys. Like we said, don't do that. Okay, don't throw packages because it could get you fired easily. But if you don't care, then that's a different story. All right, what is this one about? Let's see.
Don't give a care in the world. Today, we're doing the top 5 worst delivery drivers.
These are like things not to do, guys, okay? So don't ever do this. For sure, you guys seen this video around? No. They just threw a... So I don't know about FedEx, but if you were Amazon and they saw you doing that, you'd probably get fired. Yes, if the package is heavy and you can't put it over the fence, like I said, reattempt it later, or call the customer like, hey, what's the gate code so I can get in, so I can deliver the package or whatnot. But if it was me, I would try to deliver it. I'm pretty strong, so I would try to put the package over and grab it at through the gate and then place it down gently. I've done that before plenty of times. Dang, imagine getting brand new TV and somebody threw it. Please don't do that, guys. Now, if the customer left a note that said, drop it over the fence, that's kind of like a different story, but Amazon still doesn't want you to do that. So be a lot more cautious. Call your dispatch, ask them, or see if you can gently drop it, like if there's grass or something. But other than that, if it's not in the notes, don't do that, okay? This guy must have been mad. Look at him. I don't know if this is a delivery driver, but ooh, he had a bad day. Ooh, he's fired. What is this guy? Ooh, that's a bad day. Yeah, when it's snowy, it gets pretty bad, guys. On Amazon, you also have 4 days off. New Year's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and 4th of July. Okay, so those are your 4 days off. Everybody's off. Uh-oh. I think Amazon XL does deliver things like this, like big things, and they have to build them, but they only have a certain much of time that they have to install the thing and get moving. So you got like 10 minutes or something like that to build a bed frame or something like that. But that's Amazon XL, and you get a partner with that. So it's always 2 people riding. So Amazon XL is pretty much delivering big stuff and building it. Ooh, boy. Ooh. Oh, man. They're fired. Ooh. That must have... Imagine you got a brand new fridge. Yeah, don't do that either, guys. So for safety, for Amazon, especially on the countryside, especially in Texas, always wear your vest, okay? Because sometimes you will ride along or you will drive in these white vans right here. I call them the kidnapper vans. Sometimes you will drive that and they'll have no logos, like no Amazon or nothing, because they're not allowed, right? So in Texas, like I said before, people are very don't trespass or I'll shoot or I shoot before I call the cops kind of thing, right? So always have your Amazon stuff on top. Okay, you'll still get weird looks and all that stuff, but always have your Amazon uniform on. That's why it's for safety reasons, especially. We don't want any of you getting hurt. This guy didn't even stop. Dang, he took off. In your opinion, guys, who's the best carrier? UPS, FedEx, Amazon, USPS, DHL. What is she doing? I guess she's trying to get her workout in. Let's see here. Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. There are some people that actually buy vans like this and do that themselves. And I heard they can make pretty good money. Like they do Amazon Flex and they pick up like so many packages and then they get like $1,000 a week or more. It just depends. But can you afford a van like that? Then you have to have the maintenance, wear and tear, all that stuff. Things you shouldn't do that will get you fired. What is he doing? He's thinking about it. He's like, nah, I was gonna throw it. Nah, don't throw it. Oof. All right, guys. So when it comes to being an Amazon delivery driver, the more organized you are, the faster you'll finish your route. Okay. So some routes are mostly like 10-hour blocks. Uh, and some DSPs only pay what you work. I don't know if I said that already, but if you work 8 hours, you only get paid for 8 hours, right? But there are 10-hour blocks. Some DSPs pay you for your whole day, even if you finish early. It just depends on what DSP you apply for. So not every DSP is the same. Every DSP is different. Okay. So some will pay you even if you finish early, and some will only pay what you work. See here. Ooh. Those are power stuff. Anyways, this one's boring. Let's go to the next. I hate the music. It's whack. Let's see these. Oh, you think so? Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing today? I appreciate you being here. Have any questions? Go ahead and ask. Amazon Prime. Let's see. Is it true? You know why it's like this? Because we are there are cameras in the vans, guys, on all Amazon delivery vans. There are cameras, so they're always watching you and seeing everything you do, plus the ring and plus the stuff and all that. They can report you and you get fired so easily. Uh, they do keep track of you wearing your seatbelt, so always make sure you wear your seatbelt. Always make sure you're not speeding, because if you're speeding, that can also count against you. Way to not speed, guys, is I know most people when they, let's say you're going 50, right? You're going 50. Hey, Victor, what's up, man? How you been doing? So now that let's say you're going 50, right? Yes, DSP drivers are allowed to drive on the toll road. It just depends on your DSP. Some DSPs don't want you to, but some DSPs are like, hey, if the rabbit tells you you can, then do it. It just depends on the DSP. But not speeding. So let's say you're going 40, right? And then you start seeing the speed limit sign coming up that says go 60. Do not go 60 until you pass that speed limit sign. If you go 60 or start speeding up before you hit that sign, the camera is going to say you are speeding. Okay. So that will count against you. Always wear your seatbelt. The camera can tell if you have your seatbelt or not as well. Uh, Stop behind stop signs. Even if you slow roll the stop signs, it will count against you. Okay. Do not slow roll stop signs. Stop behind the stop signs, count 1, 2, 3, and then move forward. Then it won't count against you. Okay. So that's going to help you be a better driver, and your DSP is not going to get mad at you. Uh, Red lights. uh don't try to beat yellow lights. Okay, so even if you are like, let's say you pass the yellow light, if it turns red and you are in the middle of the intersection, okay, even if you're in the middle of the intersection and it turns red, the camera's gonna say you drove past that red light, so it's gonna count against you. Oh, never try to beat a yellow light. Okay, if you see it yellow, just start slowing down and stop. Okay, if it's green and it turns yellow, that's fine, because it won't turn red by the time you pass. But if it's yellow, always slow down before. Don't try to beat it. I hope they are allowed drivers to drive on high occupancy toll lanes in DSPs. Northern Virginia, uh, Northern Virginia, there will be access to high Up to Toll Express. Yeah, it just depends on your DSP, man. If your DSP doesn't want you to, they'll let you know. But if they allow it, they'll let you know too. I haven't had Mirror Nitro Alert in 2.5 months. Hey, man, that's awesome. That's good. They haven't told you nothing? That's good, man. You're doing a good job. What else? Speeding. I already said speeding. Also, for speeding, if you are let's say you're going 60, right? And you start seeing the speed sign coming up that says start going 50, start slowing down before you hit that stop sign. Because if you're still going, let's say you're going still 60, by the time you stop past that speed sign that says go 50, it's gonna hit you, man. So may start slowing down before you pass that stop sign. Wear your seatbelt. What else? Does the stop sign? I mean stop sign. Don't hit anything because it can detect that too. So even if you hit like a small tree or something like that, and it feels that bump, it'll feel that. If you brake too harshly, it's gonna notice that you're braking too harshly, so it'll start recording. If you're too close to another vehicle, it's gonna start recording too. So don't get too close to other vehicles because it will start recording. Okay, you have to be like 0.6 seconds far enough from the other vehicle. Okay. Freaking FedEx don't care, man. It's all about the Amazon. I mean, I wouldn't do that. Some people have sung. Damn. Don't mess with UPS, man. The reason UPS and FedEx are a little bit more, I guess they could say, aggressive with their deliveries is because they don't have cameras like Amazon does. Well, usually the UPS people around here not too bad. They're pretty good about what they do. I haven't got a FedEx delivery.
Oh wait, shit.
Just mute that because copyright. Are Amazon delivery drivers actually like this? I don't know, man. UPS, that's funny. But I mean, it has to be true. A lot of people do say it, right? Any other questions? Go ahead and ask. Don't be scared to ask. Ask all the questions you want.
I'm dead, bro. I think you got a job. Anyway, bro, what's the move?
Dang.
Stick in the box. Put a lick in the box. Pour the whole damn city. I'ma get late.
USPS, the mail. Yeah, if there's another upgrade, I will upgrade. Why not? I wouldn't do that. I mean, if it's in the notes, you might water it, but other than that, I doubt anybody would. How long you guys been working for Amazon? Do you plan on staying for a while? Jesus Christ. I have a pretty strong computer. This USPS. Jesus Christ. Sorry we missed you. Right? I don't think any Amazon delivery driver would, but it's funny to see. But I mean, if Amazon doesn't do that, imagine what FedEx and all that people do. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, the job as an Amazon delivery driver is not too difficult. A lot of people do. Once again, guys, real quick, if you can vote for your boy. I am in a competition. I am trying to win first place. We're currently in second in my group. You get a free daily vote, guys. I put the link at the top of the chat. You get a free daily vote, and if you want to, you don't have to, but you can pay for more votes if you wanted to. But no, a free daily vote once every 24 hours. Okay. All right, let's do that. All right, guys. Any more questions? Anything like that? Uh, if not, guys, I think that'll be it. If you do have any questions that I didn't answer, please leave it down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer for you guys. I've been working on more content. I've been a little bit more busier and stuff like that, so I am trying to do more videos, guys. It's not that easy, trust me. But we are working on stuff. We're making it work. We're putting in the work, okay? So we'll have more content for you guys. I'm trying to move a little bit more towards comedy skits and stuff like that, guys, that you would enjoy and laugh. So please, if you can, share, laugh, enjoy the comedy skits, because I do like making people smile a lot. So I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all next time on the next live or the next video. And like I said, if you have any more questions or anything like that, guys, it's nice to see you, Victor, again. It's been a while, man. If you have any more questions, leave it down in the comments, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability if I did not answer them here. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Appreciate y'all. Hey, bro. Gee, if you give me that win, maybe. Again, guys, I'll be if you want to vote for me, I'll put it down in the comments up there on the chat, and in the chat up there, right? Somewhere up there. And then I also put it down in the description below, and I'll probably put it in the comments down below. So I'll see y'all guys next time. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. Hey, what's going on?